Pietro Vidi has made the second ascent of Charles Albert's L'Ombre de Voyageur in the Haute-Savoie, France. Now context is required before we go into the thorny issue of grading. Back in November 2023, when Charles made the first ascent, he deliberated long and hard with regards to the grade, not least because of his unique style, barefoot and without knee pads. The problem took him over 60 sessions as well, which contextualises the difficulty. In the end, Charles proposed a grade of font 9A, but did allude to the fact that for him, in his preferred style, both barefoot and knee pad free, it could even be closer to font 9A+. So in Charles's eyes, whilst he acknowledges that climbing shoes and knee pads would indeed make it easier, it would still come in at font 9A. Now along comes Pietro Vidi, who has 9 ascents of font 8C to his name. Now for the ascent, he decided to go into full rubber mode. It consisted of climbing shoes, crack gloves, and 4 knee pads, which is 2 more knee pads than he has knees. And he climbed the problem in just 3 sessions. On Instagram, here's what Pietro had to say. I definitely climbed something completely different than when Charles did. There's no doubt that what he climbed was incredibly hard, and he definitely did some extraordinary athletic achievement doing it the way he did. But with some trickery, this rig becomes so much easier. For our British audience, rig means boulder problem. The boulder is still pretty damn good, and I would never have thought I'd have said that about a limestone line. Packing crack techniques, hard knees and physical moves, for sure one of the most unique lines I've climbed. Pietro has proposed a grade of font 8B+, which is obviously a significant downgrade from the original of font 9A, or potentially even font 9A+. But the style used is just at the opposite end of the spectrum. And I think we can all agree that the way Charles climbed it was completely unique to Charles, and it would be fascinating to see if anyone will ever repeat it in that style. The way that grading tends to work is that it is a generalisation as to how the majority of people would approach that climb. Now for a 9A roof crack, that would involve all of the paraphernalia that Pietro has used. Climbing shoes, knee pads, these are very much the tools of the trade on steep ground. And crack gloves have only become more and more popular in recent years. And whilst controversial when they were first introduced, much like knee pads, have just become standard practice now. Even Pete Whitaker of the Wide Boys is using them these days. At the opposite end of the spectrum though, you have Charles. Charles is very much in the minority. You don't get many climbers operating without climbing shoes. And as a result, his grade is almost unique to him and him alone. It will be interesting to see what subsequent repeats suggest the grade as being, because Pietro could just have been having an exceptional day. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Should it stand as both 8B+ and 9A depending on your approach? Or what? What's the solution?